Let's talk Tanya for the 23rd of Shevat of a leap year. Yesterday we spoke about the tremendous unity that a person has with Hashem, and how if our purpose of being and the purpose of all the mitzvahs is to reveal the unity of God in this world, that is done through mitzvahs, that is done through studying Torah, but ultimately the unity of God is expressed in the greatest way possible through the study of Torah. And with this we understand why there are many different sayings by the sages talking about the superiority and the advantage of learning Torah. Famously, every morning we say, V'talmud Torah keneged kulam. The study of Torah is the equivalent of all the mitzvahs put together. And that is, again, because of this tremendous expression of God's unity, which happens through the study of Torah. We also mentioned yesterday that we are unaware of what's going on while we're studying Torah, which is great, because otherwise we'd be totally incapacitated by the tremendous revelation which happens every time that we study Torah. But at the same time, even if we can't feel it, taking a few moments before we study, while we're studying Torah, to contemplate the awesomeness of what's going on right now can be very, very beneficial. The Alter Rebbe points to a pasuk, a verse in Devarim, where Moshe Rabbeinu tells the Jewish people, Vayitzavenu Hashem Elokeinu es kol hachukim ha'ela liyira es Hashem Elokeinu, which means that God commanded us all of these rules and these instructions so that we should come to fear God. We should have a reverence for Him. And really, this pasuk seems to be a little strange. Doesn't it work the other way around? We have awe of Hashem and we fear Hashem in order that we should serve Him. But here we're saying no, that the mitzvahs are given in order that we should come to have a yiras Hashem, a reverence for Hashem. The Torah says this is what we're talking about over here. Of course, you need to have a very basic level of yiras Hashem, of reverence for Hashem, which will lead you to study Torah and doing mitzvahs. But the chukim ha'ela, these laws that Hashem gave us, when we study them and when we take a moment to think about what we are doing while we are studying them, that could lead us to a much greater level of awe, a much greater level of yiras Hashem. In fact, Alter Rebbe points to a Gemara. The Talmud tells us that the Torah is a tara l'darta. Tara l'darta means it is the gate before the home, meaning it's where you need to enter in order to get into the home. What is the home? The home is Yiras Shamayim. The home is that tremendous awe and reverence for God. And Torah is the gate, how we get there. On a certain level, the purpose of Torah is to bring us to this incredible appreciation for and awe and reverence for Hashem. And we accomplish that through thinking about how Hashem's unity is being expressed through us. This tremendously high level of godliness is being expressed through us when we study Torah. With this, we have concluded the corresponding chapters of 20 and 21 and 23. 20 and 21 talked about the unity of Hashem. Chapter 23, Torah and mitzvahs, and how Torah and mitzvahs is an expression of God's unity. Tomorrow we start chapter 24, which corresponds to chapter 22. Chapter 22 spoke about idolatry, and in chapter 24, we're correspondingly going to learn how every single time a person does an avera, a person sins, that is an expression of and the essence of idolatry. And that will be the topic for tomorrow's Tanya.